Mauritius. So firstly, let's start with, thank you, Amira. I see you've put the slide on. The first category of visa in Mauritius relates to the acquisition of property. And what that means is that you are able to invest in 5 different schemes in Mauritius. It's set out on the slide. The first is the Integrated Resort Scheme. You get the Real Estate Scheme, the Smart City Scheme, the Property Development Scheme, and then what they call a 3-level apartment scheme. Now, the minimum starts at $375,000 dollars to invest in a property, and that will allow you to obtain a resident permit for 10 years with no time restriction on the duration of your ownership in the property. Now, what else is relevant here? Your dependents are able to be on your visa if you acquire property in Mauritius. If there is a sale, the seller is liable for the land transfer tax, that is 5%, and the purchaser will be liable to taxation, which is determined by a notary. All right, Amira, next slide, please. The new category of visa that recently came into Mauritius is the premium visa. Everyone's very excited about this visa. It allows you to live in Mauritius for up to 1 year, which is renewable each year afterwards. It can relate to tourists, people wanting to retire or people that are retired, as well as professionals. The qualifying criteria, very importantly on this visa, is that you have to be able to show that where your residence will be or where you'll be living. So proof of your long stay. You will need to have travel insurance as well as health insurance when you make use of this visa. And then very importantly, you're not able to work in Mauritius and not employed within Mauritius. This visa is issued free of charge, so there's no charge on this visa or minimum amount. Next slide, please, Amira. All right, investor permit. So when we are looking at the investor permit starts with a minimum amount of $50,000 investment, or if it relates to a business, it is $100,000 per annum or $300,000 over a period of 3 years. This will allow you to apply for the investor permit. The investor permit is valid for a period of 10 years and also renewable after that. Next slide, please. Thank you. Professional permit. If you are looking at employment within Mauritius, you will apply for a professional permit, which will allow you to obtain an occupational permit to live in Mauritius, or alternatively afterwards, a permanent resident permit. Now, the professional permit is for 3 years. It's a 3-year permit, renewable after 3 years. It starts with a minimum amount of salary that you need to earn of $750 per annum in the IT sector. And then in all other sectors, it is $1,500 per month. On this particular visa, you are able to bring your dependents with your wife, your children. You are allowed to apply for a visa for them also to live in Mauritius, an occupational visa. The next slide. The retirement permit. This is for people over the age of 50 years and above. And with this permit, we are looking at a group of people that is not employed in Mauritius. They're not necessarily investors. They want to come and retire in Mauritius. And they are able to obtain a retirement permit that allows them to still invest in a business in Mauritius, however, no employment within Mauritius. For this permit to qualify, you need to show that you are drawing an income or you have funds available to the amount of $1,500 $500 a month to cover your living expenses. And then this gives you a permanent resident permit for up to 10 years or 10 years and then renewable after that.